Hi everybody, how are you? This is Attorney Charles Zavala from Zavala Texas Law here in beautiful Houston, Texas. Today we have a video regarding immigration. So there was a Supreme Court ruling that came out, when was this? This week. So today is what? June 30th, 2021. So it came out this week, and it has to do with the right of an immigrant or someone who is detained by immigration, whether they have the right to bond. Right? So we tend to do videos about immigration, criminal, a little bit about business. So if you like these videos, subscribe, like, give us everything you'd like. Ask us questions, because these are a lot of the things we'd like to talk about. But today's is important, and I'll try to explain to you why. So most people, when they think of bail or I need to bond someone out, they think when they get arrested, like in criminal jail, right? So let's pretend, unfortunately, let's say I'm driving, I get pulled over for driving drunk. They arrest me, they put me in criminal jail, and then someone pays and bonds me out. That's how it works. So bond is a way of making sure that I'm going to come back to court, right? So let's say my wife, she pays my bond, she has to pay actual money, and now I'm able to come out of jail. That doesn't mean that my case is over, by no means. It just means that I can be on the outside. And they hold my money kind of like ransom, right? They say, listen, if you want your money back, you got to show up to court. That's kind of the idea of the bail process. So sometimes you'll hear in movies or in real life, when someone does a crime that's pretty serious, the bail will be really high. And the reason why they do that is because if that person gathers that money, they don't want to lose that money, right? So they have to show up to court every single time, or else they can lose it all. So same thing with immigration. If someone gets arrested and ends up in immigration jail, it's not because they committed a crime. That's for the criminal justice system. They're in immigration detention because they don't have either valid papers to be here, or they violated some of the conditions of which they were allowed to be here. So just like criminal jail, though, they have the right to bond, yes, but not everyone is eligible. So it's the same thing. We have to convince a judge that you're going to show up to court, you're not a danger to the community, all that stuff. If your family can pay the bond, you're out of detention, your case is still going on, but you no longer have to be in jail. So that's the background of how the bond system works in immigration. So now let me tell you what the Supreme Court said. So let's pretend you have, this guy. It's a little Magnus here, right? Let's say he's from another country. He enters the USA and he fights his immigration case and ends up getting deported or removed, right? That means the same thing, deported, removed. They send him back to his country, right? If he comes in again, which he's not supposed to, because normally when you get removed, you can't come back for 10 years. There's different things. There's 5 years, there's 10 years, but normally it's 10 years. If he comes back in again and claims, listen, I'm here seeking asylum because I can't go back to my country. They're going to kill me, or they're going to do something terrible to me. The question that the Supreme Court had to deal with is Magnus, when he enters the second time, is he eligible for bond? Right? That's the question. That's the only thing that the Supreme Court had to deal with. And unfortunately, the decision they did is not in favor of Magnus or the immigrant. They said this. They go, listen, if you are a person who has been deported or removed already, and you come back in the USA within the 10-year period that you're supposed to not come back, you do not have a right to a bond. Right? So, I'm sorry, but you do not. And the reason why, some different judges had different opinions, but what I think the most common sense one is that they say, listen, your 10-year punishment for being deported is still in effect. Your removal order, your deportation order is still in effect. So when you come here, you do not have a right to a bond. You only have a right to that on your first time, or once your 10 years elapses or something like that. So, what does that actually mean? It's a blow for people who are seeking asylum in the USA, right? Especially after they already have other deportation orders. Because yes, they'll still be able to fight their asylum case. The court didn't say they could not, but they have to do it while they're in jail, in detention. And that's not fun. Nobody likes that, right? So that was a really big Supreme Court decision that came out this week. So it involves immigration bonds, but now, unfortunately, if you have an order of deportation, or if it's still in effect and you come to the USA, you do not have a right to a bond anymore based off this new Supreme Court ruling. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. My name is Charles Zavala from Zavala Texas Law here in beautiful Houston, Texas. I hope you all are enjoying your summer. If you all have any questions, if you all need anything, feel free to give us a call or schedule an appointment. We're more than happy to help you. All appointments will be with me, and we're more than happy to help any way we can. Okay, thank you and have a beautiful day. Bye bye.